be a collective message. So live in the dream, and whatever dream they have sold, it ain't even as amazing, but at least He keeps you with this and this and that. And God said that's how they feel too. They like, we can't lose nothing. We got to stay super focused because a lot of things is going sky high, and a lot of people don't want to hire people that's been on social media. And God said that's what they going through right now, suffering. But they just keep on pushing forward and not putting out any negative energy. And Grandma said you gonna find something soon. Three of Pentacles energy is here. See, there's been a work in collaboration to hold on to certain things, but he don't want to do that no more. He like, you know what? I'm gonna treat you like the lady that you are and that you have always been to me. And that's what you need to know. Nine of Pentacles energy is here. A lot of these true men is coming back to their senses and saying, we shouldn't be putting nobody out there to look distasteful. And God said that's what He knows now too. And everybody looking like, yeah, that is inappropriate, but it ain't. And they want to go above and beyond. And God said that's what they always do with that skin color. And Grandma said that's why she didn't even want to put on the robe, but she did. And God said, ain't that the truth? They had to cut and try it over again because someone is the Queen of Wands. She's beautiful, she's impressive, and everybody don't like the fact that someone is naturally beautiful. And that's what's so catastrophic. See, a lot of people are stuck in time still mentally, and it's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. But shit, you the shit, and they look like a pile of shit. And Grandma said that's what they know too. I said, this is the shit, and you look like a pile of shit, but you gonna make the shit look like a pile of shit, and you look like shit. That's what they've been doing for years. And Grandma said, not no more. Times are about to change. Six of Cups energy is here. Someone's been doing things as though that we're back in those times. And Grandma said, you ain't even offended. And you got more this and you than that one. And God said, ain't that the truth? I said, shit, you can't get offended. And everybody is always looking at these skin colors and saying this and saying that, but they don't know your background history. And you know what? That one right there ain't what they deem themselves to look like too. And God said, we're bringing balance to this race situation, boo. Three of Cups energy. See, because that one ain't what they think they are here too as well. And a lot of people is suffering, but people don't want to tell people that shit. She may be living in her car and don't even want to tell people that she living in her car and that she do this and that she do that. And whoever is stalking her saying shit, when you gonna give up, boo? And God said, but she ain't. She gonna stay focused here too. And that's her truth. Justice is here. So even though we saw the Five of Pentacles energy, there's about to be resources for a multitude of people because we can't just let things crumble. And God said that's what they know, boo. People been through a lot. And when the recession happened years ago, certain people didn't even know it was a recession because they got recession in their life 24/7, 7 days a week. They was raised in recession. And God said, ain't that the truth? Three of Cups energy is here. So we got some celebratory energy. And Grandma said, shit, she wanted to invite you to go do this and invite you to go do that and all this other stuff, but you don't do that either. And God said, damn, they ain't gonna know what to do. Communication ain't happening. And they like, shit, I forgot to give you this so I can act like, you know what? You have to be available during this time, that time, this time, that time. And God said, whoever you dealing with at work, a loved one or something like that, fuck them. They all weird than a motherfucker. And that's how you be looking at people like they weird. I said, bitch, you can't really say much. Do you not see yourself in the mirror? And God said, that's what they need to know here too. Ten of Cups energy is here. So wish fulfillment and happiness is here. And partnership and alliance is here too. And God says, shit, they like it like this more so than the other way. King of Pentacles energy is here, boo. Be like, yeah, I think I'm going to be so much better now that I can work and collaborate and actually talk and communicate effectively. And God said, that's what you need to know here, too. Some of you guys are making a big difference in other people's lives, and you may not know it. Just your presence brings a different type of energy. And they looking like, yeah. And that one dude looking like, shit, I'm so glad you here, boo. And God said, that's what you need to know here, too. Six of Cups energy is here. Someone from the past is waiting for you, boo. They like, I'm waiting patiently. And God said, that's what you need to know here, too. Ten of Cups energy coming out with the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of family members that's looking like, shit, once you get together, we'll all be okay. If you ain't getting it together, shit, we already know something ain't right. And God said that's what you need to be aware of too. And that's the truth. Four of Pentacles energy is here. A lot of people is holding on tenaciously and saying, shit, I'm tired of having to do this and do that and scrounge for this and scrounge for that. And he really is pissed. And whatever he got, shit, it ain't even all that. And they looking like, yeah, and it's not. And God said he gonna get even more. And when he get more, she gonna be even more amazing. And everybody gonna be looking like, yeah, ain't that the truth? Ace of Wands energy is here, boo. You been holding out. He said we can't afford no more babies right now. And God said he is a little perturbed about that because she is fertile myrtle right now for some of you. Wish fulfillment in the Tower is here, boo. See, you've been through a lot. And change happened so quickly that shit, y'all didn't even expect this one to come when it came. But when it came, y'all wasn't even prepared. But it's okay. Everything is fine. You gonna be okay. And Grandma said, you hate that line too as well. Everything is gonna be okay. And I said, yeah, don't we all? And this our truth. Tower moment is here, boo. But wish upon a star is here too. So living the dream ain't all what it's cracked up to be. And we got the sun coming out in reverse. See? It's not being revealed. A lot of people wanted to act like something was being revealed once again and all this other stuff and everything, but we can't even let that fly no more. God said these people here deserve what they deserve because they work hard to receive it. The other people don't, and they know that too as well.